सब्सक्राइब कीजिए नेहरा क्लासेस यूट्यूब चैनल को और बेल आइकन को दबाइए लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी और एजुकेशनल वीडियोस सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।
Hello everyone, welcome back to our Nehra Classes YouTube channel and I'm your friend Vikas Nehra here. Friends, in today's tutorial, I will show you the configuration of anonymous as well as secured Samba share in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 or in CentOS 8 based machines. But before that, let me give you the brief idea about the Samba share. Actually, Samba is a file and printer sharing software which is used to share printers and files between the same or the different operating systems. In today's tutorial, you will learn how to install and configure Samba Share on the RHEL 8 and how to access it from other operating systems like Linux or Windows clients. So without wasting time, let's get started. For today's tutorial, I have logged in as the root user on this RHEL 8 machine and I will install the Samba packages from the local yum repository. So it is mandatory to configure the local yum repository first. I have already configured it. If you find it difficult, you can watch my videos. I will provide you the link of those videos in the description as well as in the I button. So first of all, the packages that are required for creating the Samba share are Samba, Samba-common, Samba-client. These three packages we will install from the local yum repository in our machine. So I will use yum command for that and it will install these three packages in my machine. Now in the next step, we will check whether our Windows machine is on the same work group. So here we will execute one command, that is net config workstation, because I want to use my Windows machine as Samba client to access this Samba share. So I will check the work group. It should show the workstation domain as work group. So that is already correct. Now we can proceed further. Now in the next step, we will take the backup of the Samba configuration file that is inside etc Samba, and the name of the file is smb.conf. We will take the backup of this file like this. Now in the next step, what we will do, we will create the Samba shared directory. So I'm going to create it inside srv. So let me execute mkdir command for the same. mkdir-p srv, and there I will create a directory with the name as Samba, and I will create another directory there with the name as anonymous. Now I will modify the permissions on these directories. Chmod -r recursively I will modify the permissions 0755 srv Samba anonymous, and after that I will check the SE Linux context of srv Samba. It is showing where underscore t. So I will modify it, otherwise the SE Linux will block the access. So I will execute chcon command for the same, chcon-t samba underscore share underscore t, and here I will mention srv samba anonymous. Let me again check the SE Linux context. Now it is showing us the context as samba underscore t underscore share. This time SE Linux will not block it. Now we will make the changes in the Samba configuration file. So let me quickly open this file in the VI editor. etc samba and smb.conf is the name of the file. There we will go in the insert mode, and here in the work group we will mention work group instead of Samba like this. And here we will mention one more thing. Server string is equal to Samba server percentile V, like this. Then we will mention net BIOS name. Net BIOS name is equal to RHEL8. I can mention here. Then security, I will mention the security as user, and after that map to guest. Here I will mention bad user, and then in the next line I will mention DNS proxy is equal to no, and I can comment the remaining lines in the global section of this file. So here let me go here and comment these files. I don't want to do the printer sharing, so I can comment these lines as well. Now I will create the settings for the anonymous share that I will create, and here I will mention inside the square brackets anonymous. In this section I will mention the path first. So path here would be the same path, that is srv samba anonymous. Then I will set it to browsable. Browsable is equal to yes. Writable is equal to yes, because I want to write the files, I want to create the files there. It should have the right permissions. Guest OK is equal to yes. Then read only I will mention as no, and then I can save this file and I will test the configuration. Do not worry about the contents. I will provide you each and everything in the description of the video. You can copy it from there. So I will execute the test parm command to check it. So it is showing us the details as okay. Everything is correct. Now we can start and add the services in the firewall. So first of all, let me start the services. Systemctl start smb.service. Let me enable the service also, so that it can start at its own on rebooting the machine, and nmb service also. Systemctl start nmb and systemctl enable nmb. Now we will quickly add the services in the firewall. So here, to add the services in the firewall, I will execute firewall -cmd -permanent -add -service is equal to samba, and I will reload the firewall so that this rule can get implemented. Now we will try to access this anonymous Samba share from our Windows machine. So let me check it. So I will use the Windows key with R button, and here in this run dialog box I will mention the IP address of my machine with the help of // and the IP address like this, and it should open the anonymous Samba share that I created on this RHEL8 machine. So it is asking for the username and password. Here we can mention anonymous, 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 and mention the password @gmail.com. Password should be in the email format, and click on OK. Here we are able to access it. Now I will create some files there in this share. So I will move to the SRV Samba anonymous, and here I will create one file. This is the file, and now I will check if I'm able to access this file there on Windows client. So this is the same file that I created there. Let me create one more file there with the name as cal.txt. This time I have copied the calendar of this month in this file, so I will check it here. So our Samba share, anonymous Samba share, is working perfectly. Now I will show you how can we use the Linux machine as client and how can we mount this anonymous share on the Linux machine. So before that, we will add the mount the service in the firewall, and we will reload the firewall. I have already added this service. Now we will go to the client machine. This is the client machine that is running on RHEL 8, and on this machine I will configure the Samba client and I will mount this anonymous Samba share. So for that I will install the Samba client packages from the local yum repository. So I can mention Samba asterisk to install these packages there. I have already installed these packages in my machine. Now let me show you the location where I am going to mount it. So I have created a directory with the name as Samba, and there I created another directory with the name as anonymous. On this directory I will mount this Samba share. So for that I will first check if the Samba share is visible on my client machine or not. So for that I can execute smb client command, smb client -l double forward slash then the IP address of my Samba share -u and the username, that is anonymous. So it should ask for the password. Here you can provide any password in form of email address, and it should print the details of the available Samba shares. So here anonymous share is available. Now I will show you how can we mount it on our machine. So for that we can execute this mount -t cifs command. After that we can mention -o for the options. Here we can specify the username, that is anonymous, then the double forward slash IP address, and the share name, that is anonymous, and the destination where we want to mount it. Press enter, so it will be mounted on our machine. Here you can see the details of this share. We have successfully mounted it on our /samba/anonymous. Now let's test. Let me again go to this location and check if the files are there or not. So these are the files that we have created on the Samba server. We are able to access these files on our Samba client on Linux. Now I will show you the method of configuring the secured Samba share. How can we create the secured Samba share on our Samba server? To create the secured Samba share on our machine, what we will do, we will first add the group in our machine. So let me add a group here with the name as secured group. So on the server side we will execute group add command and we will mention the group name, that is secured group. And after that we will add a user in this group. I'm going to add a user with the name as demo in this secured group, and after that we will create the directory for this secured share. I will create the directory in the same location, that is inside SRV Samba, with the name as secured. Now we will change the permissions for this directory with the help of chmod command, as we did in the previous case. We will also change the SE Linux context, otherwise SE Linux will not let us use it, and we will change the owner to root, so we can execute chown command for the same. Now we will add user to the Samba database. So for that we will execute the smb passwd command. smb passwd -a demo. Here set the password for this, and we will make the changes in the Samba configuration file as well. So we will open the smb.conf file in vi editor, and then we will make an entry for this secured share in this file, and here we can specify these details in this file. So go at the last line and paste these details: path, valid users, guest OK, writable and browsable. After making these entries in this file, we can save and quit this file. Save this file. Now we can restart the services. We will use systemctl restart smb.service command and also restart the nmb service. Now we will verify if we are able to see this secured share from our Windows client or not. So we will press the Windows key with the R button on the keyboard, and there we will mention / 2 times and the IP address of our Samba server. Press enter. So here you can see that we are able to see this secured share. Now I will show you how can we access this share from the other machine that is running on Linux, and how can we mount it there on Linux machine. Now you can see that I have successfully logged in this client machine which is running on RHEL 8, and I have already installed the required Samba packages on this machine. Here I will first check if I am able to see the secured Samba share that I have created on the Samba server. So for that I will execute smb client -l command, and after that I will mention the IP address and -u and the username, and here I will provide the password for this user, and here it should show us the secured share that we have created on our Samba server. Now I will try to mount it, but before that let me create a directory there in this machine, and I'm going to create it on Samba directory with the name as secured, and this time we will use the same command to mount it that we have used while mounting the anonymous share, mount -t cifsf-o, and this time we will mention the username as a demo and comma. We will define the password as well. Password is equal to red hat, then / the IP address, the share name is secured, and the destination where we want to mount it. So the shared destination is /samba/secured. Press enter. So here it is mounted. You can see this with the help of df-h command, and I am able to mount it. Let's go to this location /samba/secured, and let's check if the files and directory are there or not. Yes, one file is there that I have created on the server, and now let me create some files in this machine. Let us suppose I want to create a file with the name as test file.txt, and in this file I will mention please like this video and save it. Here you can see this. I have created a file here. Now let's check if the file is there or not. So I will go back to the Samba server, and I will go to this location that is inside srv Samba secured, and here I will check if the file is there or not. So here is the file that I created from the client machine, and it is the same file. Please like this video. And in case if you want to mount it permanently on the client machine, so you will go to the client machine and make an entry in the fstep file for the same. Here you will make an entry and it will be permanently mounted on your client machine. And guys, if you want to share your printer with the help of Samba, you can watch my video. I will provide you the link of that video in the description as well as in the I button. There I have already shown the method how can you share the cups printer through Samba in your entire network. So guys, that's it for this session. Hope you guys will find this video useful for you. If you like it, then do share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you are new on our channel, then please subscribe us and turn on the bell notification for the latest updates. And you can also join our membership program, and you can raise a request for the new topics in our Telegram channel for the same. See you guys in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram. Take care.